Alright guys, today's videos are going to go over the chunk test review, so please complete the review first before you look at the answers. This is going to have all the answers and the explanations. So here we go. Number 1 says, which equation represents a line that passes through 6, 9, and 3, 5? Well, the first thing we have to do when we have 2 points before we get the equation is find the slope. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Remember, your first point is going to be your x1, y1. Your second point will be your x2, y2. So it's going to be 5 minus 9 over 3 minus 6, which will give us negative 4 over negative 3, which does simplify to 4 over 3. Remember, when you have a negative divided by a negative, it becomes a positive. So we can already eliminate answer A and answer B. Now, keep going. We're going to take this slope. We're going to put it in point slope form. Y minus, and I'll just go ahead and use this point as my y1, equals m times x minus x1. So plug in what we got. Y minus 9 equals 4 over 3 times x minus 6. All I'm doing is plugging in these values and my slope into my equation. Distribute. So this becomes y minus 9 equals, that's 4/3 x, and that's going to be negative 24 divided by negative 8. Add 9, y equals 4/3 x plus 1, which is answer C. Let's look at the next one. The data in the table represents the relationship between truck rental costs and number of miles driven. Now, we have one written sideways, right? Normally your graphs look like this, or your tables look like this, and you got your x here and y there. We have this written sideways, so we need to determine which one's x and which one's y first. Will the miles depend on the cost, or will the cost of the rental depend on how many miles you drive? Good. The cost will depend on how far you drive. So this one's our y, and this one's our x. Now, when we have a table, we got a couple different options. We can either put it in our calculator, do the stat, edit, go down, or we can find the change in y over change in x, and then plug in a point. Now, one thing I do want you to see on our answer choices, there's one repeat, so go ahead and cross out B. Alright, first let's get our change in y's. This one from 47 to 52, it goes up 5. From here to here, this goes up 2. So our slope is just going to be 5 over 2. All of our slopes, though, are written as decimals. 5 divided by 2 is just 2.5. So we have my slope, and we need to put it in equation form, which is your y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. We can pick any 2 points. I'm going to go ahead and just pick these 6 and 60, so I can kind of get rid of my decimals. So this one's my x, that's my y, and I'm going to plug it in. Y minus 60 equals 2.5 times x minus 6. Distribute. And 2.5 times 6, that's going to be 15. And then I need to get y by itself, so I'm going to add 60. Get y equals 2.5x plus 45. Now I look at my answers, and they're all kind of jumbled up. It's the same numbers rotated around. This first one, 2.5 times nothing plus 45m. That's not going to work. Nope. This one is negative, and I have a positive, so it's got to be D. All right, let's keep going. Actually, I'll go ahead and stop the video here. We're going to do this one with chicken on the next video so I can keep them short.